Hi everyone, I'm Scott and welcome to the first episode of The Unlikely Beak. Behind me here is the site of my first apiary, and after taking a break for a couple of years, I am so excited to be back at it again. We're going to be headed out here soon to pick up our first two packages. It's late March. We're going to be installing those packages in two different bee yards that we have about 45 minutes from here. Yes, this is going to be another package install video. For those of you who have seen this 1,000 times, well, here's 1,001. So come along as we head out to pick up our packages and then on to the bee yard. Hi everyone, sorry for interrupting the first episode of this new YouTube channel called The Unlikely Beak. I wanted to take a moment to apologize for the out of focus video in the second half of the episode. For some reason, after my camera fell, it just did not refocus, and I didn't notice it until after I got home and had a look at the footage. So before we get back to the episode, I just wanted to say how excited I am to be beekeeping again. I want to thank you for being here for this first episode. I hope you will return and continue to share this amazing journey with me. Hi everyone, welcome back. So as many of you know, a package pickup is a pretty boring process. It's usually a truck somewhere in a parking lot or some other location. You show up, they put the packages, they hand you the packages and you take them. So we went ahead and spared everybody filming that entire process. But again, it's not a big deal, and it certainly, in my opinion, is not anywhere near the most exciting part, and that is yet to come. So we've made it here to our first yard, and we're gonna get started. Check back with everyone in a couple of minutes. So it looks like looks like I might have some trouble with my tripod here. As you can see here, we've removed a couple of frames from the box. That's where we're going to be dumping our bees in at, and want a space for that or whatever. So this here, probably getting ahead of myself a little bit, but this is a hive top feeder. I'm a really big fan of these. Now, some people aren't, obviously, because that's the world we live in, Everybody has a preference and, what they like and what they don't like. I like it for obvious reasons. It's big. It holds an entire gallon of syrup. And I think the design is really easy. The bees walk up in there. This goes over. You fill this with the syrup. The bees have this space in between. It's ridged It's got all these ridges on it for the bees to grip onto. And it's like anything else. They come down to the syrup's edge and they drink, and they can go right back down in. And it's out of the way. It doesn't take up any frames in the box. It's perfect. And I use a quilt board in order to kind of house it in there. And then I leave my quilt boards on all year long, and I'm going to talk about why I do that later. But right now I'm going to get the bees out of the trunk of the car and get started on this before the rain moves in. I'll be right back. I just noticed my gloves are brand new and they've got a hole in them. Oh no. That's not good. Let's hope that the bees are calm right now today. They don't have any brood to protect. They don't have any food to protect. They haven't really established themselves anywhere yet. So that tends to make them a little calmer and a little less likely to be aggressive because they have nothing that they're trying to protect. The stars of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, a 3-pound package of bees driven all the way here to southern Pennsylvania from Georgia. And there's the queen with her attendants. We're going to rubber band her to a frame and get started on dumping the bees. You can see there's some candy in there, but we have to remove this cork or they won't be able to free the queen in a couple of days once they've decided that they're keeping her. And of course, not only do I get the package with the super strong staples, but I also get the one with the cork that's impossible to get out. Let's have a look inside, shall we? So we'll get the rest of these frames in, close it all up, put the feeder on top, put the sugar syrup in, and leave them alone for a couple of days. We'll come back and make sure they've eaten through that candy and release the queen. So have a look over here at, there's some girls here already doing what they're supposed to be doing. Not sure if you can see here, where you see these bees are all fanning their wings with their stingers up in the air. What they're doing is they are spreading the queen's pheromones to tell any other bees that might be flying around where the hive is, where the queen is, where they should come to live and hang out. So it's always a good sign. You can also see here there are very few bees left in the package down here. You can see that here or not. There are very few bees left in there. Most of them, if they are capable of flying, they have flown up out of there and into the colony. If they're not, they'll crawl up out of there. I may pick it up one more time and try to shake those few that are in the bottom out, try to help them out. But otherwise, let's finish getting this colony closed up. It's not exactly the warmest day there's going to be. Now you may notice here there are an awful lot of bees congregated on the tops of the center frames. Of course, that's where the queen is, so that's to be expected. Under normal circumstances, I would use a couple of puffs of smoke to get them to go down in so that I can put the inner cover on. However, at this point, it's really a bad idea to use any smoke because you don't want to cover up the queen's pheromones or her scent. You don't want to interfere with their ability to not only detect it themselves, but to share the information with the other ones. So if you can at all get away without using smoke at this point, that's the best thing to do. So what I'm going to be doing here is just simply very slowly and carefully lowering this down onto the frames, and hopefully they will get out of the way. Sometimes I think I should call myself the OCD beak instead of the unlikely beak. Just trying to get everything straightened out on there. And I'm gonna take the lid off here, and I'm gonna go get the sugar syrup, give them something to eat. It's a gallon of 1-to-1 sugar syrup. I mixed up 2 gallons. Because we have 2 packages today. So we're talking about a 10-pound bag of sugar, about 160 ounces of water. I mixed it up with a drill and a paint mixer in a 5-gallon food safe bucket, although I don't think the food safe is necessary. And then I put in about 4 teaspoons of Honeybee Healthy. So let's get it in there. So it's all set. Now I brought a pollen patty along, and I was gonna give that to him, but I forgot to kind of slide it in on the top of the frames there. So when I come back at the end of the week to check on them, I may give it to him then. So there you go, package install. Just like that, I'm a beekeeper again. Thanks so much for tuning in and watching, and hopefully the videos will get better and more interesting as time goes on. But this will be my 4th year as a beekeeper, and I am so excited to start this journey again. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.